Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares. Welcome back to another Visual Vengeance review. Now, today we're going to be talking about the Blood of the Chupacabras double feature. Okay, now this has two movies in it, Blood of the Chupacabras and Revenge of the Chupacabras. Now, this gets a bit confusing because it was actually known as something else originally. Alright, Blood of the Chupacabras is originally known as Rise of the Chupacabras. Now, this came out in 2003, and it runs approximately 85 minutes. Now, this is written and directed by Jonathan Mumm. He was responsible for Revenge of the Chupacabras. This stars Dan Leese as Randy Parker. He was in Blood, Guts, Bullets, and Octane. Rachel Sense as Linda Tuent. She didn't have anything to her credit. And Lauren Taylor as Grandpa Charles. He was also in Revenge of the Chupacabras and one short. Now, the budget on this was $3,000, and this has a pretty cool story. This is about a kid whose grandfather has a map that people are trying to get. Now, this map is supposedly called the Mine of the Chupacabra, and there's supposed to be gold in this mine. Unfortunately, there is also a Chupacabra that is turning people into slaves by biting them, because Chupacabra is another name for goat sucker, because they apparently kill goats, sheep, livestock and stuff like that. Well, when this vampire bites people, it turns them into its slaves, and the only way to rescue the slaves is to kill the head Chupacabra, or the only Chupacabra in this case. So it's kind of like an adventure, sort of along the lines of Raiders of the Lost Ark, but with a horror movie attached to it. It's kind of weird. Now, we have our second film, which is Revenge of the Chupacabra, which is actually known as Blood of the Chupacabra. So it gets a little confusing when you look this up on IMDb. Now, this is from 2005, and it runs 88 minutes, and is also written and directed by Jonathan Mumm. This stars Gary Aged as Father Lewis. He was in Under the Palm Tree, Redemption Value, and Black Forest. Brandon Axon as an attendant. He didn't have anything to his credit. And Jeff Bach as a TV photojournalist. He also didn't have anything to his credit. Now, the budget on this one was a lot more, and you could definitely tell it was $15,000, and this is actually also known as Blood of the Chupacabra. Now, this is where it gets a little confusing, because you do have some people from the same story as the Rise of the Chupacabras, but this has a subplot that kind of takes over the story, in my opinion. And it's about a girl who gets kidnapped by a bunch of people who want a ransom because her father is supposed to be a bigwig in this town. And Chupacabra's going around killing people left and right. That's basically the story in a nutshell, and they have to rescue the girl while killing the Chupacabra. What I wanted to do with this, the stories are fairly simple, and I was actually surprised that they were filmed pretty well. Now, in the second story, I think, and I hate to say it, but I think what kills the second story is the Chupacabra. And it even says here on the back of the slipcover that let's see. Early CGI monstrosity. It's kind of weird looking. So it's hard to explain. It kind of has like a huge head, but it's early CGI, so it is what it is. I thought it was kind of funny looking. Now I'm going to go over the features again in case you didn't see my unboxing. What you have here is a killer slipcover. You have your Blu-ray. Now this comes with, of course, stickers. You have an art card with this one. You also have a pretty awesome looking poster. I love that cover. I think it's really cool. That's the Chupacabra, of course, and that's the slaves. Now, the Chupacabra in the first movie, Rise of the Chupacabras, or Blood of the Chupacabras, depending on what you think it's called, is pretty cool looking. But they went by way of CGI for the second. Here's the Blu-ray. And here is the reversible artwork. So, this thing is pretty packed with stuff. You have features on both films, as far as, like, I believe it's commentary and all that kind of stuff. I actually thought these movies were entertaining. They're not really what I expected. They're more of kind of an adventure film mixed with horror. And they're actually filmed halfway decent for being, I guess, shot on video. So definitely check these out. A big thank you to Wild Eye for sending these. I'm going to put their links in the description box below. Of course, Wild Eye is definitely where it's at with independent horror. If you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.